Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Oahu. It's September 6, 2015, 7:52 in the morning. We're talking about what salespeople and marketers can learn from colts, right? So there's some good information you could take to model to make yourself better at what you do. And so the one on this list, let me check, number 3 is social proof. Now social proof is like if you drive by a restaurant and there's a bunch of people online on one side of the street and you drive by the restaurant on the other side of the street and there's nobody online, social proof would be that element that, you know, you have people at this place and it's good. So my friend used to be a bouncer at a club, and one of the things that they would do is they would hold the line on the outside on a Saturday night because they were on a busy street and they wanted everybody to think that the place was packed inside. So they would let people in spurts and you'd get inside and there's nobody there, okay? So my friend that was a bouncer, we went to a club here in Hawaii and we're standing in line, the same thing happened to us, okay? So there's safety in numbers, there's safety in groups, and so, you know, if there's a leader and the people kind of believe in the leader, usually a friend is somebody who takes somebody into a cult. So that would be like a referral, right? So a referral is like one of the elements in social proof that allows you to say, hey, look, you know what? It's going to be safe. Everything's going to be okay. So the next thing on that would be like a testimonial. So like a whole bunch of testimonials, especially if they're in video from real people, is something that's going to help out on the social proof. So like if I look at somebody's copy or their advertisement and it says like Scott, Sacramento, California, it was like, well, I have a last name, why wouldn't it be like Scott B, right? Or James H, you know, but the real thing would be like James Hennessy. That would be like the better thing to do, is to have like the full name on there to get like full cult. Now, if somebody believes in that person, so like somebody sees like my testimonial on a product, they're kind of like, all right, well, I believe that Scott's got all these elements of being a leader and I like what he has to say and I like what he has to do. I'll go listen to that person's product or that presentation or everything that's going on, okay? So it comes from the people that are around and the stature that they have. So like this is the way that MLM works. So I love looking at like other models. So MLM typically works in this way, and so does the insurance industry. So the average person has about 200 connections roughly, like not Facebook connections, like, you know, people that they really know and talk to. So like I know a lot of people on Facebook, it doesn't mean that I'm going to associate with them, and some of the people I should really just weed out, okay? So most people have roughly 200 connections, and this number came from funeral homes. When somebody would pass away, I think it was Frank Bettinger or one of the, it's like an old school sales book that talks about, you know, the average person knows 200 people because they asked the funeral director how many people that they plan to set up for, okay? So MLM works this way, where I would go to somebody and they would roughly know me, or they would know me and say, hey, I got this pretty cool venture that I'm working with, or I'm doing something new. Would you mind to come listen? So religion works this way. A lot of people will get invited to like go to some religious service, between no matter what denomination it is. And they have that element of social proof because there's other people there. We've talked about that in the video. And then they're sitting there with their friend or their associate or somebody that they roughly know, somebody that they've made friends with. Okay, so this works a lot in business, and sometimes it's the courting process of, hey, let's go to lunch, and the whole process starts for the buying process for the buyer. Okay, so there's definitely things that you can learn from watching cults. You know, take the good and use what you can with it. Take the bad, push it away, and don't use it, okay? Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there's a subscribe button. Subscribe, and then send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn. Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell will summon. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.